Hi guys! So it's time to do another plan with me for the upcoming week in my Jibun Techo, which is my master weekly planner that I use as a combination of all of my work and personal appointments and to-dos. So this is how last week looked. I didn't do a plan with me because I was away and I didn't get back until Monday. But this is the completed week. There is not a huge amount going on here because I just used this to sketch out the main features of the week rather than the details. This was the week before when I was away, so I didn't take it with me. And this is the coming week. So you can see the colors change in the Jibun because we're switching over from February to March. This is one of the things that I like about this planner, is how colorful it is. So as usual, I'm going to be drawing from my two main planners, my work planner, the Hobonichi Cousin, and my personal planner, the Hobonichi Weeks. And sadly, after much soul searching, I decided to switch pens. So this is not something that I wanted to do. I was pretty committed. I picked the Pilot Metropolitan in fine, and I wanted to use that for the whole year because I'm a little bit obsessive like that. But as you can see here, there was just so much smudging and it was really taking a long time to dry, and more smudging, and I decided in the end that that was more upsetting than switching pens and having to look at different types of ink, because I think particularly because I do plan with me's with this, I want to be able to write and not have to be too careful and, you know, worry about making too much of a mess. So, because Tomoe River paper takes quite a long time to dry and I was already using the fine, I decided that there was no point switching to another fountain pen because the only ones that I think would dry quickly enough are the Pilot Decimos, which are what I use with my Weeks and my Cousin for exactly that reason, and they're already in use. So I decided to switch over to the Hobonichi pen because it's a ballpoint pen and I know that it will dry quickly. Okay, so we'll start with the personal appointments and then switch over to the work appointments. So this is what I have going on for the week. Okay, so the first things that I'll put in are the things that run over more than one day, and I put those up in the top here, and that is for this week just James's work schedule when he is in the market. So I will put he's in the market on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I will put J market. Oh, this is so nice, I don't have to worry about it smudging. J market and J market. When it's something that runs over one day, I have been using arrows like that or that, but in this case it's not like he's going to be away for more than one day, so I've just listed it on the individual days because it's something, you know, that happens every day, but he's not going away overnight. Okay, so the other thing that's happening is our friend is coming to stay with us for 2 nights, so I'm going to say Ilana visit. She's actually going to be staying until Monday, so I'll just put an arrow like that. Okay, so that's that. Now, James has his long-awaited driving test on Monday at 1 p.m., so I'll circle that, and I will say J driving test. So hopefully all will go well, and this time tomorrow he'll be able to drive. And then we are going to go to the cafe to Starbucks to do Welsh homework together. So Starbucks Welsh evening, because we've got a Welsh class and we wanted to do some practice. Speaking of Welsh, the next day we've got the Welsh class, so it starts at 6:15, so I just put it in from 6 in, it goes until 7:45, so I put it in from 6 till 8. Welsh class. Now the next morning I have a blood test, so I'm going to put that in. It's at 10:10. I'll just put it in for 10 because I don't take this out with me. I don't need to know the exact times, it's just to give me a weekly overview. So I'll say blood test. And at 8 a.m., the boys, Tails and Mochi, are being picked up by the dog sitter. Boys, dog sitter. And they are staying the night. So actually, I will put that up here. Boys, dog sitter. Because we're going to be out until so late that it wasn't worth the dog sit. It wasn't like, it didn't make sense for them to bring them back. So she's going to keep them overnight, which they love because it's like a little holiday for them. And so I've got that for the next day as well. Then I don't have anything on these days, it's just work stuff, which are in the other planner. Okay, and then on Friday at 4 p.m. I'm going to attempt to go for a walk with a friend who also has a dog, so a free walk. And I'll put in the Shabbat times as well. So 5:30 Shabbat, Sabbath, and that goes until 8:36, so I'm just going to circle this. Shabbat is out, finishes. And I'm going to put in optimistic as ever, shul, which means synagogue at 6:30 on Friday evening. I never go, but there's always hope that one day I will. And again, the next morning at 10:30. That's Saturday morning, shul. See, I don't even put it in this planner because like this is things that I'm actually planning on doing, but I would really like to go. I just never managed to do it. Okay, so at 6:30, no, I've run into trouble because I've got two things at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to write this under here. Earthlings experience, which I want to go to in central London. And then my friend is coming. We're going to try to go to dinner, but I'm not sure exactly what time that will be. So I think Earthlings experience will finish at about 8:30. So I'll say 9. Ilana Wagamama. Okay, and then on Sunday, Tails is having a haircut because he's getting very shaggy. 12:30, Tails haircut. I missed the fountain pen, but it's so much easier writing with this. As you see, no smudging. It looks beautiful. I wish I'd picked this from the beginning. Okay, that is it for personal appointments. Now let's go over to the work planner where we see, oh, big mess, all kinds of stuff going on here. Okay, so let's see. Starting on Tuesday, Monday I'm at home, so I don't have to put anything down there. Tuesday, the first thing is at 11:30, meeting a student. Shima. Then at 1, I have a student coming to see me. So I'll just put that down again because this is just an overview. I don't need to be as detailed as I do with this. It's like a kind of shorthand. And then at 1:45, so I'll put that here, I'm meeting another student. And then at 2, I am teaching. So put that in. And then at 4, that student has a tour of the campus with a current student, and I am meeting a couple of students. Okay, so I'm meeting one student here. I'm going to put that in. Really, it should be on the same line, but oh well. And then try to fit that in before 5 o'clock. And then at 6 I've got Welsh. Okay, so that is what that day looks like in terms of appointments. Before the day goes in, before I go into my department, I'll just like write emails and stuff like that at home. I always try to get some other stuff done like research, but it just probably won't happen because the emails will take up all the time. Okay, so then after the doctor, I should mark that down because I have to be there for about an hour. So that's from 10 till 11. Then at 12:30 I'm meeting with a student. Then teaching at 1:30 until 3:30. And then we've got a seminar. Let's see. This is from 4 until 5. Grad Sem. And then we are going to try to go to the cinema. So I'm going to say 7 o'clock cinema. That is more of an aspiration, but hopefully it will happen. Okay, then let's see what's happening on the second half of the week. Okay, then I've got Thursday, 11:30, meeting another student. 12, meeting 2 students to discuss music for the play the student production that I'm producing. And then I'm teaching from 1 until 2. And then I've got play rehearsals from 2 until 4. So every time I have an appointment, I circle the hour, and then I just like draw a line to go until the end of that appointment. I don't circle the end. And then from 4 until 6, I am also teaching part of another course. So I'll put that down. And then Friday morning from 9 until 11, I've got more play rehearsals because the play's at the end of the month, so we really need to step up the rehearsals. And then at 11, let's say 11 till 12, I'm meeting a colleague from another department. And that's it for work appointments. Okay, so now we go back to the personal planner and we will put in to-dos. Okay, so there are not huge numbers of personal to-dos on here. A lot of times these grow throughout the week, so you can see like the last couple of weeks has actually ended up, reasonably full. There's been quite a lot of stuff, but most of these I only added from one day to the next. So I can't really do that here. And again, because this doesn't need to give me all the details of my week, because otherwise it would be totally redundant with these 2 planners. This just gives me an overview. So I put in the things that are fixed that I already know are going to happen. So on Monday evening, there's we take down the recycling and compost. So I'm going to put this here under 11 so that I have a picture of what the evening will look like. Recycling and compost. Then I'm going to try putting this on the timeline as well, just to see what that looks like. I need to phone our vet insurance company because they've raised the premium by quite a lot, and that was sort of a shock, and I'm not going to be able to get them to change their mind, I don't think, but I just want to find out why it went up so much and if this will happen every year. So I'll put that for 10 o'clock. Phone pet insurance. So this will be mixed in with the work tasks. Okay, then on Tuesday, or Wednesday actually, at some point I want to get out cash. So I'll just put this here. And on Friday, before this happens, I should phone my friend about the walk just to confirm. And my other friend who's coming to visit about what time to meet on Saturday evening. And then my third friend who is hopefully going to meet us for dinner, I will also phone or text her to confirm. Okay, and then on Sunday I want to go to the high street to buy grapes and bread, because I found a place that does it without packaging, which is very exciting. Okay, so that, now, actually, there were some things that I think I have forgot to put in here, which are routine things. So these things are things that I was actually planning not to write into the planner because they're just recurring. They happen every week. So I'm still not sure if I should bother adding them in or not, because I forget to look in here. So let's say I'll put them in here. Clean, boys, water. So we're trying to do that 3 times a week, so I'll put that in on Monday and Wednesday. And Friday. And then we were also going to try to clean the flat on Monday. Clean between me and James. It's rather ambitious. And brush Mochi's teeth on Tuesday and Saturday. Okay, so that's everything except for the work to-dos. Now with the work to-dos, there are always tons and tons of these, and I'm not really sure if it's actually that helpful to put all of these in, because there are so many of them and there are going to be more. Like you can see, this is last week, so I really can't put all of these in. So I think I'll just put in, so you can see these are all ones that haven't been allocated to a specific day. So I'll just put in like kind of the main things that I want to work on for work. So I'm going to say this thing, proofs, and I think I'll leave it at that because there isn't enough room anyway. So it would actually be hard to use this as my only planner because there just isn't enough room for the work stuff and the personal stuff. And then let's see here, expenses for the props that I bought for the play, put in an expense claim. And leave props in office, because I bought a whole bunch of props for the play and they came to me at home. Office. Okay. Wednesday, I have to talk to my colleagues about arranging for one of our teaching fellows to get an extra course next year if possible. Talk to okay, that's that. And then on Thursday with the play rehearsals, we're going to try some background music for some of the scenes. And then on Sunday, I'm going to actually be working with a friend all day. So I'm going to, I think we'll start at 10. And that's probably going to go all day, but I won't put a stop time because, you know, we'll probably work from like 10 until 6 or 7 or something. So that's okay. I can leave that as it is. Okay, so this is the overview of my week. I'm really, really happy with this pen, even though I don't love it as much as I love the fountain pen. It's just made writing in here so much easier. It's really a joy, no smudging. So this time I I haven't put in the meal planning because I just suck at that, and I am working on it. I would really like to put it in. I'd like to put the meal planning in down here, but I just have to work at that. I could actually use these extra spaces for more to-dos, but because I've got the smiley faces here, they're supposed to be for mood tracking, which I don't use them for. I always feel a bit adverse to putting more to-dos in there, but maybe I should. And I am going to use this for sleep tracking, which I was doing this week. I was actually quite good about that, and then last week when I went away and I didn't take it with me, I got out of the habit, and so you can see last week I didn't use it at all, but this week I want to try to get back to it because that was quite interesting. And I haven't put anything here on the side because I could actually use this for more to-dos, like say for work to-dos, but again, because this is just a general overview of what my week looks like, I don't feel like I really need to go into that much detail because it's all in here anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back again soon.